This question comes from Daniel, who asks, what if Mars already had life? When we look at the red planet today, it seems dead. Just rocks, dust, and a thin, toxic atmosphere. But what if we found out it wasn't? What if something was already alive up there?
The most likely answer is microbes, tiny organisms hiding under the Martian soil or inside underground ice.
If rovers drilled down and found bacteria wriggling around, it would be the biggest discovery in human history. Proof that Earth isn't unique. Life doesn't need oceans or forests, just chemistry, energy, and time. But this raises a scary question. Is that life safe or dangerous? Imagine astronauts bringing a Martian microbe back to Earth. It might be harmless, or it could wreak havoc. Not because it's alien venom, but because Earth's biology has never seen it before. Even a simple protein could set off immune system chaos or disrupt ecosystems in ways we can't predict.
On the flip side, Earth microbes could wipe out Martian ones. Every time we send a rover, there's a small chance we're already contaminating Mars with stowaway bacteria. Which means, by the time we finally discover life there, it might be us.
Okay, but what if Mars had more than microbes? What if there were plants, fungi, or even simple animals? Picture hardy Martian mosses clinging to rocks, or worm-like creatures burrowing in the soil. That would mean evolution happened twice in the same solar system. Suddenly, the odds of life elsewhere, on Europa, Enceladus, or exoplanets, go from maybe to almost certain. If Mars is alive, colonizing it becomes ethically complicated. Do we terraform the planet, flooding it with Earth plants, warming it, and changing the atmosphere? That might wipe out native life completely. On the other hand, leaving it untouched could mean Mars stays forever off limits, a kind of cosmic nature reserve. Either way, the first settlers would have to live in sealed habitats, not just because Mars is harsh, but because any contact with Martian biology could be fatal for both sides. Now let's crank the what-if dial. What if Mars once had civilizations? Suppose under the sand we found ruins, collapsed cities, fossilized skeletons, or ancient machines. That would mean humanity isn't the first technological species in the solar system. It raises wild possibilities. Did they die off naturally or destroy themselves? Could their history be a warning for us? Or, if they somehow survived underground, could we meet them? Even if Martian life is just microbial, it would answer one of science's biggest questions. Are we alone? If life happened twice in one solar system, it probably happens everywhere. The universe wouldn't just be stars and rocks. It would be alive, buzzing with biology in a million different forms. Every telescope image of a distant planet would become more exciting. Does that one have forests, oceans, civilizations? Imagine living on Mars, knowing that outside your habitat dome, microscopic Martians are crawling beneath the dust. Kids might grow up with science classes where the field trips are to observe alien bacteria under microscopes. Astronaut farmers might accidentally discover that Martian soil plus a few microbes grows plants in strange colors. Artists might paint using alien pigments. And doctors? They'd be on high alert, studying new illnesses caused by biology from another world. Of course, this isn't just wonder and excitement. A single Martian pathogen could be catastrophic. Quarantine stations would become mandatory. Every rock sample, every test tube would need to be sealed like nuclear waste. But the rewards could be just as big. Martian life might contain new proteins from medicine, new chemical pathways for industry, or even DNA alternatives that teach us how life elsewhere might work. So what if Mars already had life? It would mean we're not the sole experiment in the universe. It would force us to rethink colonization, biology, and maybe even morality. Do we have the right to change a planet that already belongs to something else? At the same time, it would make us feel less alone. Because if life can thrive on two planets side by side, the galaxy might be full of neighbors we just haven't met yet. Maybe one day, the phrase Martian life won't mean science fiction, it will mean science fact.
And when that happens, humanity will face a choice. Do we conquer Mars or learn to share it?